Listen to me. I know I was just harping about how this was going to be my next new house, but the more I think about it, the more I realize the last place I would want to live is right under a spot where I can hear the moans and groans of the undead. So you know what? This isn't going to be my house, but maybe today we can find that location very soon. Anyways, everyone, welcome back to Project Zomboid with the Waterworld Challenge. On the previous episode, we went ahead and built out some new bridges all the way towards this small little city block area. It has a lot of buildings for me to loot, and hopefully with that comes a bunch of surprises. If we look outside right now, it's currently, I would say, the middle of the day with a very nice ambient fog rolling on in. And it just so happens we have 3 extra planks to grab, so why don't we go explore a new place and see what it has to offer. Now I will say I am a little bit scared about entering a new building because there comes the risk of zombies, but at this point it beats another disassembly montage where I have to cut down quite literally hundreds of pieces of furniture. Boom, we're in. Now it's time to see what we have. I swear there's never a good window to use in this so far. Also, hello there, zombie. I really hope you don't mind me, you know, moving on inside the house. Thank you very much. Okay, now that the resident is dead, I am the new de facto owner. Let's clear out the place first before we start looting, starting with the living room, which is now clear. Bedroom, clear. Well, I'll be. It looks like there's a lot more to this building than I anticipated. We got a 3rd story and a 1st story. I could care less about the first one. What do we have inside here? Another apartment. Anything in here? No, we're good. Let's go check upstairs, which features 2 more doors. The first one has another home, obviously. No zombies so far. And the second features just about the same thing. Okay, you know what? I think this is a lot better of a home. I don't hear as much, you know, screams of the damned. It's on the 3rd story, which means if we can disassemble a wall, we will have really good access. And lastly, it's in a pretty central location. I mean, we have buildings down there, buildings down over yonder. Yeah, no, I think this one is actually it. The question, though, is which one do I pick for a nice home? I do like the floor plan in this one. It's very centralized. It looks pretty nice. Though I will say the 2nd story does make travel a lot easier, as all we need to do is leave right out that window. I'm thinking? I'm putting it together. I think we move to the 3rd story. Yeah. Now that we've decided that, it's time to loot. First of all, what does the zombie have on them? Absolutely nothing but some good clothing. Inside the kitchen, we have baking pans, roasting pans, rotten food. That bottle of remoulade can be used as a water bottle though. Huge. Marmalade, pancake mix, Post-Apocalyptic Nights Volume 2, and a mint condition metal pipe. That's gonna be the first real weapon we've ever gotten. Hell yeah, it means I won't have to use my hammer as well. There's a wine glass, there's a pair of scissors with a sewing kit. Sadly, nothing inside it, so we're gonna have to look on. In the bedroom, we have forged blueprints, which would allow me to make my own forged metallic weaponry. Oh man, if only I had the crossbow manual to go with it. Another sewing kit with thread. Over inside this home here, we have Angler Magazine Volume 1. Okay, yeah, that just allows me to make fishing rods. Meat might be back on the menu, boys! That is huge! I highly doubt we have the materials to make a fishing rod right now, but that just opened up fishing as an actual avenue. Hell yeah. We got 2 books, 2 magazines, Engineer Volume 1, Trapping Volume 2, could care less about those, we already have fishing. Inside of the 2nd one, we have Hunter Volume 3, Mechanics, First Aid, sadly no electrical books, aluminum, plates, a M625 revolver with 1 bullet. The only way this thing is gonna be useful is if I get bitten and I don't want to turn. I don't want to think about that though. Fishing Volume 5, Trapping Volume 1. Finally, upstairs we have Lane's Auto Manuals, Fishing Volume 1, Farming Volume 1, Uncle Billy's Kentucky Moonshine! Aw, steal! I love you, Bucky Brooks. We got pants, a tissue, and pineapple, chocolate, dried beans, kettles, Another energy from the Sun magazine. Okay, maybe it wasn't as rare as I thought. Even better though, Herbalist. That is a game changer, everyone. If you guys don't know, it says it only teaches herbal remedies, but in reality, it also allows you to discern poisonous berries from non-poisonous ones. Now, I will supplement that with the fact that I could be wrong, and I'm gonna wait until I find an actual poisonous mushroom or berry before I, put that energy to use, because the last thing Sammy needs is eating some terrible, terrible berries and dying of food poisoning? I can't think of like an actual virus right now. There's another farming mag, batteries, shoes, sugar, oats, and finally we have a couple more magazines with Electrician Volume 1. Bada bingo, that's what I'm looking for right there. Yoink. With that, I think we set up inside. Oh. Well, looks like there's actually gonna be no consequences for my follies. That is huge! We got historical weapons crossbows once again. Alrighty, we are chilling. Now it's the really boring part. We have to lug all of our loot into this house here, which is probably gonna take the whole entire day. So I will see you then. Yep, just as I suspected, moving took quite literally the entire day, but with it we are a little bit more organized. Anyways, welcome to my new temporary home. I took everything from the Gigamart and slapped it on inside here, from the water container to all of the loot. So let me give you a small little tour. You're already familiar with the layout, it's basically one room, one bedroom, one bath. But inside this bookshelf here, we have all of our literature, which includes 3 books of carpentry, 3 books of cooking, a couple of Doomsday Survivor magazines, 3 volumes, all in sequential order, of farming, all of the fishing volumes, just about, other than 3, a bunch of mechanics books, but more importantly, we have the magazine for solar energy, the magazine for forging weapons and crossbows. I'm probably gonna read that very soon, so long as I keep it in there and I don't bring it out. Up here, we have all of the tools. Right now, it's not very much at all. We just have some frying pans, scissors, and the like. Over here, we have our miscellaneous supplies that we can use for crafting. Down over here, we have our empty containers with Stuart Little chilling at the countertop. Inside here, we have our food, which is pretty damn stocked. Thankfully for the market, and there's even more downstairs if I want to risk it. And finally, we have our water dispenser, which is my saving grace. That means I won't need to boil water for a long time. Yeah, that's basically everything. Now we need to go down the list of things to do. For one, I would really like to build more flooring around my exit points so I don't accidentally slip through, because it is a little bit precarious. Secondly, I would like to read the books. And lastly, I would like to scout out a future location to loot. There is that building down there, but I haven't seen any windows, and we have what? Let's see here. The buildings down there, buildings down there, buildings down there. Yeah, there's a lot of options right now. So once I give them a good old cursory glance from the outside, judging from their exteriors, we can act from there. Oh, almost forgot as well. We are starving. Let's go get some food. In particular, a whole can of oats, which is filling and has a lot of calories. While we're at it, let's go wash off the disposable masks so we can use that as well. I think the disposable masks are about 1 tier higher than the cloth face masks, so that's gonna be extremely nice. Oh yeah, I need to drop off the revolver. I'll keep it right next to old Stuart Little, pointed right towards his head. You stay safe now, you'll shoot your eye out, little guy. Okay, let's go work on fortifying the entrance now. See, this is what I'm talking about, by the way. Because the cupboards are in the way, you can barely see what tile I'm on, which is pretty dangerous. I would like to build it out at least, what, 2 more layers? Yeah, that makes me feel 10 times safer already. I don't think we need any more, really. Okay, now it's time to scout out. I would say this is a terrible time to do it because, it's really foggy out, but let's see what the options are. Down to the south over there, we have what seems to be a botanical area, maybe? Or it might just be a fancy-looking area. There is another building that is adjacent to this one that seems to be the same layout as our apartment building. Down over, let's see, there seems to be a shop. Okay, nothing really cool. And finally, over there, I think we have a strip mall, which is pretty run-of-the-mill, but it does have the added benefit of accessible rooftops and maybe an access door in the side. There is a small fenced-in area down there, so it could be a warehouse. That would be awesome. I'm not sure, though. I think we've already gotten our next goal. We are gonna path right on across to the next area. Right now, we have 3 whole planks, which means good old Sammy's gonna have to disassemble things once again. At least it'll be easier this time because I can actually disassemble furniture rather than flooring. Let's see how much we get from this building here. We've acquired a solid 10 planks and 13 nails, which will get me across to the next building for sure. We are looking a little bit worse for wear, so right before we do enter, I will get a little bit of rest and recuperation in. For now, it's back to building. Actually, what are our skills? We're about 1/3 of the way to Carpentry level 4, so in order to capitalize on as much experience as possible, which is what I should have done with the disassembly, let's go read the entirety of the Carpentry book. Yeah, it'll take like the whole day, but it'll be well worth it. Knowledge is power after all. I will probably see you tomorrow. Oh, also let me eat this entire bag of sugar so we can, get a nice luncheon. Delicious. By the way, one last pro about this house is the fact that all of the windows are in, so this place is completely air sealed, so I can actually chill without a mask. Yeah, it's really good. Is the front door shut? Yes, it is. Perfect. I will say the floral pattern is not it. What a good day. If I were to take a guess, my guess is that it's probably day 10 or so right now. Because man, has it felt a while. Anyways, we have survived another day, and we have read the entirety of Carpentry Volume 2. Giving me a solid 5 times multiplier. Definitely worth it, and pretty soon we will see ladders. That's pretty awesome. You know what's not awesome? Our breakfast. Dried white beans. Raw. The only reason why I'm eating it right now is the calorie surplus. Speaking about that though, I think we should fix our depression. It's probably not good for Sammy's work ethic, and we have gotten quite the selection of books here. We got 11 in total, so reading a couple of these would not hurt at all. And so, in the matter of like 2 hours in-game, Sammy has fixed her sadness. If only it were that easy in real life. Alright, we are feeling great. The only Moodle we have is a positive one, which means we are stuffed. With that, we are more than ready to move on to the next area. Also, this corpse, not really it. Let's grab it and chuck her out the window. It's time to see how many planks we need to actually make it to the next area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I hear some commotion in here, so I'm a little bit apprehensive. Let's take a little, let's actually build out the last little flooring here. If I fall down, we do have the fallback point. Boom. I can't see inside. Oh, I can. Hold on a minute. This is a clinic. Let's, I really don't like the sounds in there. Is the window open? It's not. Okay, that's a problem. Before I do anything then, I'm gonna build out 2 more tiles this way, so if I get knocked back, we're not gonna be completely dead. Okay, that's gonna be all of my planks. Let's smash that window, equip our metal pipe, and prepare for a fight. Oh, I do not like this. Matter of fact, they are breaking through right now. Let's give them a little bit. Yep, they're out. Okay, let's back up a bit. I do not want to poke the hornet's nest right now. Let's give it a shout and see if any stream out. Yep, right there, 2 of them. Okie dokie. Oh, okay, 1 actually. 0, sorry. Oh, the problems just sort themselves out. Let's give that a couple more shouts. Yep, come on. Let's see if this old stinker. Nope, see you later. Damn, it's that easy, huh? Let's give it a couple more shouts. Okay, it sounds a lot more quiet. I still do hear banging, but I'm guessing it's probably like a zombie per door to where they can't bust it down. I'm gonna enter, and we're gonna see if it's bad. Oh, dude, Waterworld is awesome! Why kill the zombies when you can just have them fall down? Okay, let's take her real slow now. We got another water dispenser, another zombie in here. Hello. And I think that's gonna be it. I'm kinda sad that it's not an actual, that it's not an actual building because there's not a lot of furniture here, but we could get some good stuff like alcohol wipes. The water dispenser does have good water, setting me up for a long time. We got adhesive bandages, tweezers, painkillers, yada yada. A lot of it really isn't useful because Zomboid is a game where if you're getting injured, you're probably doing something wrong. Sheets of paper, medical masks, that is the best thing ever. The suture needle's nice, but that's better. We have another DIY magazine, and finally a desk with matches, rubber bands, cigarettes, painkillers. Okay, pretty average. The question though is if I want to continue on down. I do spy with my little eye a rooftop, which I might be able to get something out of. I see that there's a garage door. But at the same time, we could head over towards that big building there with the same doors. Oh, it's a gamble right now. I guess what we could do is test to see how many planks we need for each one. This one is a little bit deceiving. This one goes to the 3rd story, not the 2nd, so if I were to build to the roof, it would have to be off to the side. Let's see. We would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 5, about 40 planks. Not the best. What about over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. Okay, I think we go for that one down there then. It's connected to a bigger building as well, and we have a bunch of offshoots. It's time to pull out the hammer and get back to work. Not before checking out the 1st story. I'm a little bit curious. Okay, never mind. For some reason, I'm blocked from continuing down the stairs. If I try to go down, it blocks me. So I'm guessing there's some kind of furniture, jankiness going on with it. If I want to go down into the clinic, I'm gonna need to rope down. Which right now is an expenditure of resources I would rather not allocate to a hospital. I think we'll go ahead and disassemble all the stuff in here and then work on our own apartment, not our actual one, just the buildings around. Alright, bummer. We got a total of 4 planks out of that, everyone. The only thing we have to really show for it is a doctor degree certificate, which is useless in the apocalypse. Alrighty, time to cannibalize our apartment then. Oh, we're blocked off again. Okay, looks like the stairs are off limits. That's fine, at least we know. Man, I love apartments. Look at that pile of planks, and that's not even all of the apartments. If I wanted to, salvage my own room, we would have much, much more. But let me show you our haul. We got ourselves 28 planks and 21 nails, which should be more than enough for the location. I have no idea. I do know one thing. We did level up to level 4 carpentry, which means we have ladders. Right now, it's not especially useful, but I will say we might be able to get over to that building then, right? Because it's on the 3rd story, and with it being on the 3rd story, we could just snake through the alleyway and get it like that now. The only thing we need to keep in mind is that ladders, especially ones with flooring, require 8 planks per thing, so we're gonna have to account that into our resource pile. So if we have 28, we would need to get there in under 20. By the way, I am starting to build out small floorings like this so I don't slip and fall tragically. It's small things like that that's gonna keep me alive. Anyways, that's enough yapping for me. Let's see if we can make it a sizable chunk over. I'm gonna hug the walls of the apartment because it is an extra safety net that I won't fall off of compared to if I built in a completely surrounded floor. It looks like we did the right thing, everyone. We have just enough planks to make it over to a new rooftop. Now, I can't access the lower story. That's pretty sad, but we do have some more avenues at the very least. And, the real estate with the rooftop is gonna be especially nice. We have 1 plank left. I think I'm gonna place it on the corner here, as crazy as that sounds, so I can, turn corners a little bit easier without worrying about dying tragically. That's going to be every single plank. We are a little bit hungry, but we are in fighting shape. The question, though, is what is inside this place here? We have what seems to be a living space. No zombies so far. Someone just died. Not me, though. Let's tread the new waters carefully. We have more furniture, which is very nice. I will save looting for later. Let's make sure this place is clear. Down here, we got... Oh, I do not like this. Okay, stairs. That leads to water. That's safe. We got another building in here. It looks like it's a co-building. That is awesome, dude. Look at all the furniture we can disassemble. Is there anyone in here, though? Please, make yourself known before I have to get real silly with it. No, I don't see anyone. Also, I feel like that poster is fairly recognizable. I have no idea what show it's from, but it's definitely from a show. What's more important, though, this place is clean. What kind of loot do we have? Baseball bat, best weapon so far, acoustic guitar. Sadly, I can't play it. We have some garbage bags, cleaning liquid. Oh yeah, that's another thing we can actually do now that we're at level 4. We can build water collectors, which is pretty damn awesome. Not only that, but we can actually start composting as well, which will give me a steady supply of worms. And because we're 12 months, into the apocalypse, all of the food is rotten, so that's basically free resources right there. We will set those up probably next episode. We got a granola bar, frying pans, lard, Doomsday Preppers Volume 2, Foraging Volume 4, some word search mags, farming magazines. There's Electrician Volume 1, already have that. More books to fend off depression. Life just got good for good old-fashioned Sammy. That is an entire box of masks. You would think I would have found that at, like, the medical clinic, but, I guess... better now than ever. Yes, dude! We're not even done looting this dang place. And here we got a double-barrel shotgun, no ammo sadly, a toy flashlight. That is huge because I can use that to light up my world. Oh, that is so much better. Spiffo mask. You know what? Let's wear that right now. It'll keep up morale, right? Hell yeah, looking good, Sammy. Over here, we have another toy flashlight, which means free battery and free electrical experience later. I want to wait till I read the book for that, though. Down over here, we got a TV. Man, this place is big. I almost want to move locations again. That's how good this is. There's so many awesome options. Can opener, actually huge. I almost slept on that. That's gonna be it up here, though. I'm curious about the downstairs, so let's drop off everything that we could drop and give it a bit of a look-see. Down. Okay, we got stuck. Gosh diggity dang it. We're gonna have to find another way in. And by that, I mean we're gonna disassemble the flooring and move down the good old-fashioned way. The only other thing I want to check right now, let me go down, is if I can disassemble the doors. No, we need propane torches. I think that'll be a perfect cliffhanger. We will see what lies under this big building here next time. We did quite a bit, as we have found an entire new home, bridged down all the way through the buildings, right over to a brand new building here. We've cleared out this area, and these two over here. Truly leaving our mark on the world. I'm very excited to see how far this goes. And right now, I think building down over this way will be the next big thing. There's a lot of buildings and a lot of potential. Anyways, if you guys have liked this episode, be sure to like, favorite, share, and subscribe for more on Swimming Sammy's journey. She has killed 7 whole zombies. This definitely isn't an action-packed series, but I think it's fun enough to kind of, figure out ways to survive out here. And we haven't even gotten into the fishing, the trapping, and the farming yet. Not to mention solar panels. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.